Christian Cage has been TNT champion for a few months now, although if you ask him, the character, he would say that he's been champion for a long time because he was claiming that TNT title ever since Luchasaurus took it off of Darby Allin, I believe. And I know I get it, last week when we talked about the Christian Cage and Adam Copeland feud, I mentioned that the TNT title is below Adam Copeland, and well, I still firmly believe that. I still firmly believe that the rated R superstar Adam Copeland is a top tier superstar that does not need a title to be put on the spotlight, to be put in the main events of AEW. Hell, any match, any singles match that he gets put on in terms of pay-per-view, that should be already elevated because, of course, we're talking about the rated R superstar Adam Copeland. But don't get me wrong, even though I do believe that AEW should prioritize the International Championship and make that their number one mid-card title, as of this moment, right now, simply because, again, nothing against Orange Cassidy, but we've seen this, done that with him currently as the International Champion. Once again, he's going on a ton of title defenses. That's not going to stop. I was really hoping Jon Moxley would regain that championship, but he's stuck in the Continental Classic as of this moment. With all that information conveyed, Christian Cage right now has done everything character-wise, story-wise, match-wise as well to elevate that TNT Championship to a place it hasn't really been elevated pretty much since Cody Rhodes and Sammy Guevara went at it for that TNT title in late 2021, early 2022. Well, that's saying something because the TNT Championship is a title that AEW introduced, I believe, 2019, 2020. We all remember that tournament. We all remember the late, great Brody Lee as TNT Champion. So again, that championship has a lot of history, a lot of prestige, a lot of importance. And Christian Cage, what he managed to pull off, and I said it here on Wrestling Talk, I absolutely believed Christian Cage was going to walk out still TNT champion. Number one, because it makes no sense to put that title on Adam Copeland. Number two, because again, that championship is below the Rated R Superstar's current hierarchy level in AEW. But in the grand scheme of things, Christian Cage has done everything in his power over the past few months to really elevate anything he's been doing on TV. He's one of the best heels, if I'm not going to say the best heels because, again, MJF's still kind of a babyface, but he is the best heel AEW has as of this moment. But, again, character-wise, program-wise, entertainment-wise, it's hard to beat, and it's hard to argue against Christian Cage. In his current run, I'm so glad. This is a very, very particular case in which AEW was able to rescue a former WWE superstar and really bring him into the fold and elevate not only the character, the wrestler, but also elevate the company itself by having him in this position. Christian Cage has done everything in his humanly possible to portray himself in such a light that fans want to boo him. Fans want to see him get beat up, and fans are interested and invested in him, in whatever he does. And on top of that, Christian Cage has been able to slightly, not too much, but slightly elevate Luchasaurus, slightly elevate Nick Wayne. And that is a feat entirely in itself. Now, the question is, if it's not going to be dropped to Adam Copeland, which I still believe it's not going to be dropped to him, who should Christian Cage drop that title to in the very near future? And there's really not that many options as of this moment. There really isn't. Simply put, Wardlow, well, we've seen him done that. He's currently involved in his third undefeated streak. He's out of the running, and he's targeting MJF. Darby Allin, Sting, they've gone back and forth. It's going to get a little bit tiring. Do fans really crave so much for Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne to turn on Christian Cage and win that TNT title? Not as of this moment. I think that they still have quite a few more weeks, quite a few more months, rather, still as a group with no tension being teased. Swerve Strickland, yeah, but he works better as a heel. He has a mobile embassy. It wouldn't really make sense for Swerve to go after the TNT champion as of this moment in time, but AEW is kind of different. Heel versus heel, they don't mind that as much. So again, I'm kind of blanking out in terms of who might be able to dethrone Christian Cage as TNT champion, but eventually that day will come. And when it does, it's going to mean something, because Christian Cage was able to elevate that TNT championship to the second most prestigious singles title in AEW. Not the first. Never the first, because the first will always be the Triple B, AEW World Championship. So with that said, what are your thoughts on Christian Cage's current run as a heel character, his current run as TNT champion, and who are you expecting him to drop that title to in the next few weeks, next few months? When do you expect that to happen? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. And on top of that, we got Wednesday Night Dynamite tonight, packed show, Continental Classic involved. We hear from Samoa Joe after that attack on MJF from the Masked Men. So a lot going on tonight's episode of Dynamite on TBS. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.